All right, this is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 117. This day starts a historic moment for the podcast. I probably have the two youngest people ever to grace the podcast stage here right now. And we have a made-up term that I just made up 5 minutes ago. We have a legacy Potter, a generational Potter in the building. Mm-hmm. I know you guys know Brittany Hill. She did 38 episodes of the podcast. I know you know Robin. We have Zoe and Chris in the building. Again, two of the youngest people that have ever been on the podcast. Not the youngest technically, because Lil Kai is 2.
Shout out Kai. Period. It's my dance buddy.
But yeah, let's get started. I did want to ask you guys this question that I already asked you because we did this because this is always like, we kind of figure shit out. At least we try to before we start potting. Do you guys read the terms and conditions to your sites? And you go one at a time.
No, I'm gonna be honest, no.
Absolutely not. That's a lot of reading.
No, because they're so long. I agree. Next.
So I do sometimes read terms and conditions. So there was a story that came out recently. The actual event happened a year ago where there was an instance where there was a woman who went to Disneyland. Waiter told her, hey, this is good. You're good. Here's my allergy. She tells the guy, this is my allergy. He's like, you're good. Like he should be telling people about allergies when he's a server, right? He was probably like 17 years old. But anyways, another story for another time. And turns out he was wrong. And the thing that the lady was allergic to happened to be in the meal that she ordered. Unfortunately, she did end up passing away. And the husband of the woman who passed away tried to file for a wrongful death lawsuit against Disney for $50,000. First of all, let me say this. $50,000? I need $3 million.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
That ain't enough.
But Disney's initial, response to that was, hey, you had Disney Plus as a trial run in 2019. You signed up for that. You also signed up for our website to buy these tickets. And in the terms and conditions, it states you can't sue us for anything as long as you've purchased any subscription under Disney. I want to get your thoughts individually. You can go whatever order you guys want to, and then we'll go to something else.
Is it about like the terms and conditions or that specific like incident?
Both.
Now I have to start reading all the terms and conditions of anything, but as I know a lot of people with allergies, like one of my line sisters, she's allergic to seafood. So like in that instance, I don't think she doesn't go to any seafood place because of that. I believe it was a dairy allergy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe
It was dairy and nut.
And like with that, even though like I feel like the waiter should have known what was in the food. Like, oh, what do you want to order? Okay, wait, there might be dairy or nuts because I know it was like dairy and nut on the in the article or video. I feel like that could be what do you want to eat? Mm-hmm. That may have it, so I would probably choose something else. Get a salad, maybe because it shouldn't have it in there, and the dressing, we'll get a different dressing for you. I feel like it could have been better on the waiter and the people preparing the food, because I know sometimes they'll prepare it in a whole different area if there is an allergy that is there. Because I know people with nut, I think it's nut allergies, like in like oil and stuff, they'll prepare it somewhere else because they're like just in case, just to make sure that nothing's gonna happen or anything like that. I think it could have been another conversation had. You have an allergy? What is it? Mm-hmm. What food do you want? And go from there.
I definitely think that if the waiter wasn't like 100% sure, I would have checked personally, because I don't know how severe this person's allergy is. Like, I don't know if they like immediately like seizures or like, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm gonna check always. Even if I am 100% sure, let me double check just in case. But yeah, I might have to start reading those terms and conditions now. It is a lot, but like I get why we should do it, but like I just be lazy, so maybe I gotta stop being lazy.
It's a lot. Like I don't definitely gotta read. Even though against everything in me. Like, definitely need to.
You love to read.
I mean, it's got to be stuff I want to read, right? Like, but I don't know. It's a lot just because it's like misinformation when you're kind of like depending on it. Like, your life depends on it at this point. Like, on her end, she feels comfortable like to ask that. They give her an answer that is comforting to her, and she expects to be okay. I don't know if it's more so on like, are you sure? Like, if she was supposed to ask more questions, which I don't think she should have, but also again, the server too, like, if you're not sure, like, let's further ask those questions too. But at the same time, right, you should have had that information too. Like, if there is, let's settle that. I don't know, but Disney, they fell for that. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, because of Disney Plus, like,
Trial run.
the trial run. I didn't even buy it. I just wanted to see what it was about. Like, let's be for real. Let's be all the way for real. I don't know. That's a hard one to swallow.
But what do you think?
I work in the restaurant industry, and anytime someone has an allergy, we have to go to like links. Like, the whole kitchen staff has to change what they're using. Like, they have to change their gloves, they have to change the plating. Like, it goes into a thing, and then whatever that person's dish is, like, the GM has to hand them the plate. Like, that's just for the industry that I've been in, but that's not for all restaurants, of course. But literally, the GM has to check, and the kitchen has to be fully aware. I don't care what of the allergy is. Like, if you're eating in a restaurant, you're allergic to bread or gluten. Mad shit has gluten. So the whole kitchen staff has to know, and it's specified on the board, like, as the meal comes in like highlighted red, caution, basically saying like, hey, everyone, leave the kitchen. We don't care how busy we are. Go wash your hands, change your gloves, and only use these utensils. We're going to cook this meal first, and we're going to cook it on this specific stove, and this is how we're going to do the dish. And then once the dish is done, GM takes the dish, or whoever the manager is that day, and hands it to the person directly. Like, you have to. Even though the information is there, like, even though all the information the customer needs to know about is just right there, like, they can just look and see what is what, right? But even in those takes, like, there's a lot of precaution. I'm pretty sure that employee got fired. I would hope so. Because like you had said, like, if you don't know, just ask. I'm sure you want to get tipped as well. Like, if you're a server, like, just go ask. Do the extra little step. It's not hard to do the extra little step. But no, terms and conditions is tough. I don't read them all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think I read any of my leasing agreements. So
I actually read mine. That was the one agreement I read because I didn't want them to be like, "Oh, you fell, okay."
no, I just be leasing agreements. I be checking just for foul shit. Like, if my music's too loud, can you evict me? Like, stupid shit like that. But I don't really be looking. But
Yikes.
I don't want my neighbor now.
no, but yeah, that's that's all I wanted to talk about. That I know you guys had some topics you wanted to jump into. Where are we taking it?
I'm telling you, the humanity thing is like big right now for me.
Or do you want to start with that?
And you talk louder.
I'm gonna start.
Oh, okay.
Do you see progression in humanity as far as where we're headed? The people that are living on this planet, are we going up? Are we progressing? Or are we about to, this is the world about to end? Like,
We're doomed. Okay, go ahead.
Do you want to start?
I can. Maybe like not in every area. Like, maybe like socially. Like, I feel like people give like Gen Z a lot of credit for a lot of things. And I'm like, yeah, but like also like I see it differently, like being in Gen Z. So like I feel like socially, like, we're a little more like aware of the things that go on around us, just because like we have access to everything, like TikTok, Twitter. We can literally search anything anytime ever on our phones. I feel like that's like a privilege for that that a lot of generations didn't have. So we're informed a lot about a lot of things, but like I feel like a lot of us are stupid. Not, I don't want to even like include myself. I feel like a lot of them are stupid.
There you go.
Just like everyday stuff. Like, oh, how do I do this? Like that. You shouldn't have to ask how to do that. You should know how to do that. Like, how do you not know how to put water on a plate and some soap and get rid of the dirty spot? Like, that's all you got to do. But yeah, so I feel like in some areas, yes, we're progressing, but like overall, that's debatable.
If we're talking about, yes, sir.
Louder.
Oh, louder. Okay. I think that depends on, if we're
Thank
talking like workforce, it depends on who's there. Cause I was talking to somebody, they're like, oh yeah, I just put tape on this to fix the car. I said, you can't work out like hard. You're not gonna be able to, and that's where you're going towards. You want to be working like a mechanic or working with cars. I wouldn't, like, there's certain things I'm like, I don't want you working on the plane I'm in, the car I drive, a building I'm gonna be in, just by what they say about the specific field. So depends on who's there. If it's Gen Z, the older Gen Zs, I feel like we might be able to shake and bake, but I'm not too there for the younger ones.
If we even go back into like summer working together, the lifeguards, no, they couldn't save my life. Like,
I would drown.
the lifeguards were so lazy, and I hope one of them happened to be a viewer, because like they need to hear it, because at least the ones we worked with, I'm not going to talk about every lifeguard in the world, okay, but these 16, 17-year-olds just looking for a quick check over the summer was just chilling and looking, and that's it.
We did have some that I could vouch for and say, like, they did what they.
There were some that were very
did what they're
thorough.
supposed to be doing, and I do appreciate them a lot more. But some of them, they would kind of, hey, stop running. Hey, stop running. I said, if you see them kids running, have them sit out. Because clearly they don't want to play. They don't want to be in the water. They don't want to be in the water. So have them sit out. They can sit out for the rest of the time. I come in, why are they sitting out? Oh, they were running. They wouldn't stop. They were jumping off the little staircase thing in the middle. Okay, tell them to sit out. Because it's for their safety. I don't want no kid hitting their head. What am I?
Because then what I'm going to do?
Like, what am I going to tell your mama? You was running. The lifeguard said stop. You continue to run and you hit your head. Like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be talking to these kids.
We had to stop the little things so it didn't end up escalating. Okay, that's all we wanted. Because this summer was tough. But yeah, I mean, even from like the middle school aspect too, like some of these kids, sweet, very smart, very knowledgeable. I had one. This is so off topic. I had one student that I'm dealing with right now, meeting, trying to understand and learn. They had this all about me paper, and it was, the question was, if you were an animal, what would you choose and why? He goes, I know what I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be an eagle. I was like, that wasn't the question, but tell me why you wouldn't be an eagle. And he was like, because when they get older, their feathers grow right here, and they have to bite off of their feathers that bother them, and then their beaks get down and they have to like sharpen their beak. But he just kept going and going. I'm like, I ain't never heard this in my life about an eagle. But so I say all that to say, a lot of them are knowledgeable, a lot of them are very smart. They don't use it in the right ways, and it makes me a little nervous. So I have a low expectations for the next generation, but I hope it gets better.
Think like also like customer service. I don't think a lot of people in our generation are very good at that. Like, they don't know how to talk to people in a way that they'll understand what you're trying to say, but also like
Articulate
and but like be like positive, or I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but like you can't just like say everything like so bluntly and then expect someone not to get upset, and then it's gonna be a whole thing. But like, if you think about it, everything's customer service. You're always gonna be talking to people, so like you got to learn how to communicate with the world in a way that they won't get upset with you. but like a lot of people in Gen Z just like don't care. Like they're like, this is how it is. That's how I said it. That if you got a problem with it, that's on you. But like, that's not gonna work for every situation ever.
There's some millennials like that too. I work with one.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyway.
But wouldn't that be considered code switching? Because I think I used to work when I worked at Walmart. The way I talked to like y'all or my friends at school, I would not talk to a customer, one of the older people I see every single day. I would never talk to them like that because they wanted to be like, you have no manners. You're disrespectful. Because I know like how I talk to my friends because they know me on a deeper level versus how I talk to them. Like I have to talk more proper and talk less like I would normally talk because that's how I know I would be perceived as something different if I talk that way in the like retail industry or anything like that.
Tell my coworker that.
Shots fired.
Slow shade.
I'm just saying. I told y'all the horror stories about that.
What Emma would you want to be
Me?
in the next life?
In my next life? Land or sea? I got two different answers for that.
One land, one sea.
Land is a lion.
Roar.
Rar. Shout out Leos. Don't get started. Don't get started.
I love Leos.
And sea would be a dolphin.
Okay.
You?
Period.
Sweet.
I would say land, probably a zebra. I just like zebras. There's no particular reason. I just like zebras.
I didn't expect that one. That's why I was like, okay, keep going.
And then for sea, a turtle. I just feel like if they really wanted to be, they could be indestructible. Get in that shell. And I feel like that's just so cool. But I would also want to be a rock.
See, that I would love to be a rock.
See, a rock just seems so cool. Like, I get to go anywhere if I'm a rock in the sea. See what's
The
down
rock
there?
cycle. It just turned into all sedimentary, metamorphic.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Christopher Robin.
Is that what you're
I would
going to
love
be?
being a rock. I don't see. I got a lot of like requirements if I was an animal. Like nothing can hunt me. I got to be an apex predator, but I also don't want to hunt anything. Like if I'm chasing you for like a good 10, 15 minutes and then you get away, I'm gonna be pissed for the rest of the day. Like I won't let it go. So I got to be like either an omnivore or a herbivore. Like plants have to be an option because they not going nowhere.
I'm going
It's giving
to cry.
dinosaur.
But
The one with the tail, that's like a rock.
was like a good like criteria because like would I want to live like in the middle of nowhere? No, like I don't want to be in the jungle. I need some civilization around just in case I get a little curious. Decided to wander next door to I don't know, like a Taco Bell, see what the people doing at
It's giving
4
Fox.
in the morning.
Or a bird. Is it a bird?
No,
A
because I don't want to
chimpanzee?
fly. I don't want to fly. I'm scared.
It's giving like fox, because fox can be like domesticated in a
Or
way.
a deer.
But deers get ate.
Deers
Oh,
get
they
hunted.
yeah.
They get ate. You go over here, get some water. Get your.
I don't have time. I don't want to worry about nothing chasing me.
But we gonna come back to you because you gotta think about your animal hard. You got an animal you want to be?
No, and I think this is exactly Gen Z or whatever gen you guys are in, because we were literally talking about
We
something,
were.
and now we want to talk about being
You
a
know,
rock.
hey, but
This is why we're doomed. This is exactly why we're doomed.
We're chilling.
Because you were brilliant with the. I was going to be like, code switching is a great phrase, and then you did a 360.
she did. I'm sorry. Animal.
After
I was
180.
curious.
Then you did a 180, and I'm like, okay, all right. So it was like flowing, up, down, left, right.
Sorry.
Well, then going back to that, like, where do you see
We're doomed.
humanity?
We're
That's
doomed. Yes, we're doomed.
it. Why? Why do you
Because
say?
because I think the information is there, but no one wants to use it, right? Like as in back then in our day, because I'm old now, right? We didn't have the information. Like it's there now. We have
Yeah.
1,000 examples of what you should and shouldn't do, and no one's looking. We have the power to look back at everything we want to, but we don't have. Well, not me. I'm not one of them. Sorry, guys. Anyway, but we don't have the temptation to go look for it. So
Yeah.
that's why I think we're doomed. Because like, if if there's enough examples of what not to do and you don't even think to go see what not to do in certain situations, that goes to the customer service kind of role. Like those examples of what you should and shouldn't do. There's been people who talk crazy to customers and got fired. So why are you going to go to this customer service job, talk crazy and get fired? Like it's all there. Like all the information's there. When I was, how old are y'all?
I'm 21.
20.
20,
I have to
21?
think.
I'm old, bro. I'm old. But like, I just think about information like how back then, like we had MapQuest, bro. Like, y'all know what MapQuest is?
Who?
MapQuest?
Is it like an
Map.
actual map?
Like, is it like a map? Is it a? Well, did y'all have
There was-
technology for real?
Before GPS.
Before GPS. So if we wanted to
Pull
go,
out a map?
no, that's another thing. But back in the day, if we wanted to go somewhere, we didn't know where it was at. We had to print out paper that told us where to go. It'd be like turn right, and you would be reading the paper, and
I
it would
would
tell you to turn right.
I would miss a turn.
No matter where you were going, it could be across town, it could be to another state. You're reading a paper that's telling you stay on the highway for this amount of time, and you have to
Exit-
know the miles.
Exit 253 towards.
So would there have to be two people in the car?
Often, yes.
Sometimes. 'Cause
Because if it was
not.
me, it'd be wait, back to the road. wait.
What a time.
MapQuest.
I wouldn't have made it.
I'm finna Google that.
I wouldn't have made it.
I think it still exists, but it's now like a GPS thing now. But like back then, you literally had to print out paper. Even if it was like to locate your local Walmart, you have to print out some shit. If you're new to town, you can't just go on Google and be like, "Where's the nearest Walmart?"
I wouldn't have made it.
When
I was born in
when
the
did
right
phones
time.
come into a thing?
Cell phones?
Apple was 2004, wasn't it?
That's privilege, yo. Cell phones was a privilege.
Did y'all have like was it y'all have the boxy phones? The ones
The
with
cords?
the cord into the wall?
The house phones?
How old do you think we are?
I don't, did y'all use compasses?
Turn into that kind of conversation.
Does it go with the MapQuest? Like, you gotta, I'm going
you
north.
print it out and they're like, oh, this is north. Okay, let me.
No, just turn right, turn left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would get lost and then have to go find another MapQuest.
You gotta pull over at your library. Go pay them 10 cents
What
to
if you
print
don't
something.
go to the
something.
library?
You know,
You lost.
tough.
You can't get home. Oh my gosh.
Cell phones was tough out. My first cell phone, I think I got when I was like 13, maybe. But it only had texting. It didn't have like
Was
internet.
it the little the flip?
Definitely the Nokia with the snake. I played
A snake?
snake. A snake.
I got my mom's BlackBerry with the little scroll ball in the middle.
I had the flip.
I had the one that slides sideways. You turn it sideways, got the keyboard on the side.
I remember that
A
one.
little closer.
We used T9 for real, for real.
T9.
Who's P9?
Who was that?
Temperature 9.
T9 was for texting. So like the numbers, you know how you have the numbers like ABC is 2, all that.
yeah.
How would you pick A?
T9, like
You click
you
it
would
once,
just spell
and
the
then you gotta
word.
wait.
It took me a while to learn T9, but you would spell the word as if like it was already. You didn't have to press that button for that letter so much. So like if I wanted to
So
spell
if it's
apple,
ABC for 2, you click 2 twice to get the B. That's how we would text under our desk without looking. We'd be looking at the teacher sending full text because we memorized the whole thing.
Okay, I have another
T9
question.
Was, when
I have another
learned
question.
it, you
So-
could get me off of it.
If you want to put a number, how would you get the number?
I think it had a special character. Like I think it was like one of the numbers was, or not one of the numbers. Like one of them had the special characters. I don't think we had them all.
Oh, okay.
But the numbers were on there too. So like with 2, and it being ABC, you would click it 4 times. So ABC 2, it turned into 2.
That's a lot of work.
That's a
telling
lot of
you,
work.
What a time!
Paragraphs right under our desk in the middle of class, just going
Look at
crazy.
it.
What's crazy is I think I could do that with my phone.
I can do that with my phone.
I do that now. I don't think I would be able to. I'd be like, one.
But we didn't have internet. Like it wasn't like it was just texting, and we had anytime minutes.
You have to pay for it?
So unlimited text and calls was not a thing back then. Like you only got like 400 texts a month. If you went over, it was
I had
crazy.
unlimited. I don't know. I can't speak on that.
Privilege.
Sorry.
Privilege.
But I also had a flip phone for the longest. Like I didn't get a Motorola. I didn't get I didn't get a BlackBerry.
I'm not talking to you.
Just smack the shit out of that phone. If I was pissed off, yeah, I'm telling you, it would feel so great too. I would go back to that. I want a flip phone so bad, just to go back to that nostalgia.
Get a flip phone.
I want one.
I'll tell you guys a story.
Get a purple one.
I had my phone. It was the first phone I ever had, right? So again, 400 texts for the whole month is all you have. A text, like any text to anybody is one, right? And that's when everyone had phones, right? So it was free texts and calls after 9 o'clock. So my parents would always tell me to wait till 9 to use it. I ain't listen. So I'm just texting away throughout the month. I'm just going crazy, right? The next month, my parents get a bill for $1,100.
Oh wow.
That's a lot of money.
I had 400 texts. I think I got up to like 1,500 in that month. And they was taxing like $4-5 after the 400. Like not $4-5, like it was like some cents, but like it
Phone
added
gone.
up. My phone got destroyed, bro. It was like
They
you
say
never
you
get a phone again, bro. Don't even say the word call.
You go get one of them phones
It's
from
gonna be
Walmart
mail.
that's got like the 3 primary calls you need to make and 911.
And the worst
Just
thing
that button.
is they opened the mail while I was at like the school dance. So when my mom came to pick me up, it was
She
tough.
was heated.
It was tough out.
Just dead silence. I don't even look at
Wait
you.
till we get home.
I really didn't even want to get you for real, but I
till we get
birthed
home.
you, so I had to come get you. Like I really wanted to leave you there
Ooh, that mountain looked nice.
on the way. Can we pick a McDonald's? Mm-mm.
Ain't no
gonna starve
McDonald's no more.
We ain't got no more
Ain't no
McDonald's money. You spent it.
McDonald's closed.
It's water and air. That water better be good.
Oh my god.
Imagine it's a hamburger.
I did not have those issues.
It was nuts.
That's crazy.
You stay getting in trouble.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm telling you, I only got in trouble once. I was 5 years old. Mama wasn't there. She was a hairstylist. And I got bored in the living room by myself with my dad. So bored that I went under the cabinet and got her hairspray. I got the hairspray. I just started spraying and spraying until the living room was cloudy. And all I remember is my dad coming out of his room, like WAP teams trying to find me. Oh, yeah, I got it. First and last time, though. First and last.
Never again. He said, "Oh, I wanted." No.
I was bored. I live in a double wide bubble home growing up, like for all of my teenage years. Like, be for real. Like, I had nothing to do out in the country. I was 20 minutes away from town. Like, sorry.
I only got in trouble once too. It was when Ariana and Brayden, my cousins, they were over. We was bored outside. It was the middle of the summer, so we wanted to go on the trampoline, but it's too hot to go on the trampoline. So we did the only logical thing: put the sprinkler under the trampoline. We bouncing. We got wet. We come inside. We probably left like a good 2 feet of water everywhere in the house. Maybe that's why we were in trouble.
Maybe.
But hey, my mom was like, y'all gotta get it. So she pulled out the belt, the one with the rhinestones on it. So that was fun. And then
Oh, you got a belt whooping? Whew.
See, I ain't never got one of them either.
but my cousin, he wanted to say that didn't hurt. So he got an extra few rounds because he didn't know how to keep his mouth closed. I said, that ain't got nothing to do with me, and I went right onto my room.
What's
So,
crazy is that sounds more like Ariana than it does Brayden.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
I
that
was
was
like,
great.
Ariana. No.
Ariana did in church. I swear, she was acting up in church, right?
Not in church.
And my dad was like telling her, "I'm going to pinch you if you don't stop," right? She goes, pinch me then, right? She was antagonizing. That'll hurt. Ow, why'd you pinch me? Like loud in church. Mind you, it's probably like 40 people. Like it's small. It's not a big church.
Oh,
just loud. I remember that like clear as day.
That's hilarious. I think I got in trouble once. I couldn't tell you what happened. I blocked it out. I started looking at you. Y'all not getting it out. It was bad. Like, I don't even know what I did. That's the problem. I was like, what I do? I didn't know what I did. I don't remember what happened after that. I said, I'm not getting in trouble ever. And got in trouble since.
Tell you.
You're funny.
Privilege, man.
You're hilarious.
If I heard my dad say my whole name, I'd cry instantly. Because I'm like, why are you doing that? My mama could say it and I wouldn't bat an eye. My dad, oh, it's over. Life is over. I didn't know what was going to happen next.
But what's crazy is I just go by nicknames. So anybody, they say Zoe, I said, what'd I do? I said, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Because nobody calls me Zoe. So whenever they do, I'm just like,
You were so mad when your Nana said that on the cruise.
I said, who that?
Why are you calling me Zoe? What? Did I do something?
I was scared. I was like, maybe I did something I didn't know I did anything. I said, you never call me Zoe. Why we starting now? Like, don't do that. I'm 21.
Don't start now.
When I was singing Me around the house, that's when that nickname stuck. No. What you doing?
There you go. That cruise was so much fun. I'm trying to encourage the two fellas on the side of me to go on a cruise.
A 3-day. Do a 3-day. And
I
if you,
don't like water.
she didn't either.
I don't need convincing to say I don't like water. I've been to a pool once in the last decade,
That's crazy.
and I didn't even get in.
Was that with me and you went?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I
I put
remember.
my feet in.
His feet. That's it.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't survive.
He's not gonna go.
I would never.
like water.
I got better with.
3 days.
I almost went under with their family.
Okay, look.
The one time I got on a boat,
Wait. Let me clarify. We were
Chris
not
lost his phone.
Yeah, that was a bad day. That was a very bad
Lake
day.
Travis.
Oh, lake.
Lake Travis.
I ain't getting no lake water.
We went on a 10-passenger boat. And that's when you have to drive, right? Certain age. Like, I couldn't drive it because I'd have to have a license. But, like, 84 and 85, 1980. I don't know. Anyway, my
84,
dad
like you
drove-
had to be 84?
Year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My dad ended up driving it. The guy at the beginning told us, like, the back side of the boat is more heavy, if anything, right? I remembered that whenever he was going through all the drills for us on this boat, right? So the water was wavy. Like, we was rocking a little bit in the water, okay? To the point where the front did a little nosedive.
Little?
It was a little nosedive.
I was up there. I saw it. There was nothing little about that. I said,
We were sideways. So Chris's phone definitely like just slid right off, right? But the front was down. I remembered the back is heavy. So we gotta go to the back. That's all I started yelling. We gotta move to the back, right? Which I did. Like, nobody else moved with me, but I said it out loud. I was trying to tell everybody we wasn't going under. And then we hit and we was fine. But that was like the first 20 minutes, Calvin was over it. Like, you could tell on his face. We was on that boat for like a few hours, but first 30 minutes, Calvin was done. Chris was done. His phone was gone.
That phone is still at the bottom of that lake. Like, I could pull it up.
I can't
find
do
my
small
iPhone.
boats. I can't do small boats.
Oh, I want to still do another party boat. I've been on a few party boats on Lake Travis. Those are so much fun.
I'm cool.
I feel like I'm a fall in. Like, I look over, a fish gonna jump out, and bam, I'm dead. Like,
Dead?
That's what I feel for
like
cruises.
I'm not gonna, like, it's gonna jump up. It's gonna be a shark or
the lake?
I don't know. Hey, you never know. Some of them decide.
But
let me
you're
try
going to
this.
ocean where no one knows anything.
I can't go to water, and I don't have to see it if I don't want to.
So if they come up with an undiscovered giant whale
Megalodon?
that decides to fuck up your
Megalodegla.
cruise, do you watch like movies with like big cruise crashes like Poseidon, Titanic, even?
I watched Titanic, and then I was like, okay, the first cruise I thought I was gonna die because I was like, okay, we're gonna sink like the Titanic. We're gonna hit some mysterious big ass rock, and I'm gonna go under. But then we didn't, and I was like, okay, I can do this again.
I think my thing is more so the stranger ass. I don't like strangers, bro. I don't like being on floating vessels with strangers.
Oh yeah.
You dropped it. But that's the fun part too. You get to talk to people.
I don't want to talk. I talk to people all the time.
You talk to people who have been on the different statuses, right? The cards. As far as my first time, I was blue. There was a
2 to
red.
24.
Yeah, red is anywhere between 2 and 24 days that you've been on the cruise.
No, your second cruise to 24 days.
Yes. Then the next one is gold.
Is gold.
Gold, then platinum. No,
Platinum, then diamond. On Carnival.
And like just seeing those differences as far as like people and like this is their life. Like that aspect. And then I was telling Calvin, I was like, just looking at people, there was so much to do on the cruise that like I didn't get to do everything, right? But I kept looking at people like walking by or like being in the elevator. I'm just like, where are they going? What are they about to do? Like spending that much time, 6,400 people on that cruise? We're all in the same place for the same amount of time, same duration, and we're all doing different stuff. Like it's crazy to think that.
I can do that on land though. Like, like there's like mad cities around here, like millions.
You do have a point. I just feel like there's something freeing about being on a cruise, and like for me personally, because like I don't have to think about like no technology. I never buy the
Wi-Fi.
internet package and stuff, so it's like I have to find something to keep me entertained, looking at the water, because I'm scared of heights. So, and we're always on like one of the higher decks. So looking at the water, and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm gonna die. Like if I'm looking, like standing over a balcony, I'm terrified to look at anything. But just being on a cruise, like it just feels so calming to me. It's like, oh, I'm meant to be a cruiser. Like I'm meant to do this. I don't have to think about anything that's happening back home. It's just something like I can get my mind off. So it's like freeing. So I really like cruising, way more than I like any other like trip I've ever been on.
It was definitely peaceful. The water, I kept looking at it. And I, again, very terrified at first, but looking at it, meditating, waking up, reading next to the water, like it was a different feeling that I've never felt before. So it was definitely a fun experience that I'd try again. At least the women will go with me. I don't know about the men in my life.
I would go. Can I be invited?
Women's trip.
Girls, get away.
There we go. Oh man. That was one of the topics. I couldn't think of.
By the way, people, I'm never getting on a cruise. Unless it's docked.
I'm not.
If it's
getting
docked,
attacked by
I'll pull up.
Souvenirs.
Okay, I did want to touch on like going back to our age differences here. What the dating world looks like to y'all right now? Because I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't either. If we're gonna be honest, I truly don't know. Like I basically lived the dating experience through my friends and like how they handle different situations, which is very interesting. Like one of my friends, she's in a long distance relationship, and like at first it was really hard for them because I think her boyfriend is very touchy. That's his love language. He likes to like be very touchy. So it was like very hard for them to like at the first few months. But after they like had several discussions and kind of were like, okay, we'll come visit these days and whatnot, they were able to like come to like okay, we can do this until I'm done with school, and then I'm already gonna be working there anyway, so it doesn't really. I'm gonna be back, and just like living it through like them, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting like my own little touch because while I'm in school, I really don't want to date or be in that because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to give enough attention to my significant other versus like my school because I'm very like I need a pass. I need to finish this so I can get out. School is expensive. But like that would be like I really don't know much about the dating world, if I'm gonna be honest.
I don't either. I'm the same. I'm like through my friends is how like I'm like seeing everything. Just like cause like watching them go through the ups and downs, I'm like, why would I want that? Why in the world would I put myself through that? Like and then just like even seeing like my friends like on dating profiles, like this is what y'all signed up to do. Like these are the people y'all want to look at, scroll.
Swipe left, right.
Swipe. Half of them don't even try or literally are insane. So I would be terrified meeting someone through a dating app because like I have no idea who this person is. Because this is just like your Instagram. Like this is just what you want people to see, but I don't actually know you for real. So if I meet up with you and you decide hacha a couple times in the stomach, and then what am I gonna do?
Catfishing is a thing. Like
Right.
mess around and see somebody you ain't expect to see, and then things go south real quick. That's terrifying. And I know people who are on dating apps, and I'm like, I'm praying for you, friend, because I don't want, like, that's just scary to me.
You got it.
Them dating apps.
Hinge won't see me anytime soon.
Hinge is crazy.
Hinge is crazy.
Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, all of it.
A bumblebee.
That's a conversation me and Calvin have definitely had before, like as far as catfishing, like in 2024 is insane.
Y'all are privileged, bro. We had to search online for people with no camera phones. No, there's no
You just had to
camera.
take it, like-
You just had to meet up with the person, and if they looked how they supposed to look, cool, great day.
That's terrifying.
If you meet up with somebody and they don't look the way,
different.
you might gotta disappear, bro.
Oh no, I'd be reverse searching everyone's picture. I gotta make sure
that,
you're
you think that was a thing?
Oh, I know
I
it
gotta
was.
do, well,
He talking now.
We're using
like,
MapQuest, bro.
I don't know. I told him
MapQuest
I
where
couldn't have
David's
made it.
lit.
I couldn't have made it. I don't know how y'all did it.
But if you think about it, you wouldn't like know anything different if that's how you grew up. Like, because now thinking back, I'm like, wow, I really got it good. Because y'all really ain't.
I would have
I
known
didn't like that no
deep
more.
down in my soul, something's not right. I came out a little too early.
Let me
Hold on.
let me go back here real quick.
Hold on. We'll try this again in a few decades because
But you wouldn't know anything
I
different.
couldn't.
You would have survived, my guy. You gotta figure it out.
Survived? Yes. Would I have liked it? No.
No.
I don't know. Anybody I dated, like we met in person beforehand, so I don't know.
I was outside.
Yeah, no. Well, okay, I take that back. Aside from one, I did meet one online, but they ended up being who they were. But then, yeah. Anyway, besides that, everybody that I met and dated was in person. So you.
Well, I was outside. I was meeting bitches in malls.
It's a,
But that's what I'm saying. You see what you saw in person rather than like online. Let me see what this is about.
I have scenarios where I met up with a person. They ain't look like that. They ain't look like that. Ever.
makeup on versus makeup on.
It don't even be the makeup. It's just
No,
it's a whole different person.
That makeup wasn't even like a whole different person, bro.
That's
Bro,
what's
your name is
profile
Joanne
picture.
on the internet, but your name is Alex in person. Like, hold up, hey Joanne, Alex. Whoa, hold up.
I think I got the wrong person.
Oh no, it's me, Calvin. Oh shit. Ketchup stains on your t-shirt. What you doing, man?
Ketchup stains on the t-shirt.
Giving Alexandra versus Alex. Two different people, but the same person.
Island Mall, man.
My real name is Gertrude. Like, what? Hello?
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
Catfish is one of my favorite shows because I'm like, how are y'all still stupid? Like now, like I understood it when it first came out, and like you really couldn't see the person.
Yeah.
Like if a person was like, "Damn, my camera's out, bro," for like 5 years, you could believe it because cameras is expensive.
Yeah.
You got cameras on your phone now. If they can't video chat with you at least once,
There's a problem.
something's up, bro.
They be falling in love.
It's giving
love,
video chat
love.
with the light off, and I'm like, can you turn the light on? I want to see you.
No,
Hello?
no. You can't see me. My camera's not working right now.
I was like, I don't care if you got the bonnet on, got the hair. Come on, let me see. I want to see.
These folks are so dumb. I'll send you the money for a new phone. I don't even use money.
The excuses are crazy.
See, no.
Oh no, I can't use that. No, I'm sorry.
Like, what? There's no way. There's no way.
7 years, bro.
I wouldn't survive.
They're the love of my life, and I just want to meet them. And then they meet them. Is a big bitch named Gertrude. Like, I'm telling you. Oh no.
UK catfish is way worse than regular US catfish.
I gotta see.
That shit
this.
is way worse.
I'm gonna have to see it because that's crazy.
It's on YouTube.
Way worse.
Sir.
They'd be way more blunt.
Real
They're
quick.
not even what's her name? Like, they way more blunt. So you thought that this person liked you, like, for real?
That's
That's wild. That is wild.
on TV too. Forever.
Facts.
Wow.
The embarrassment after that, going home, I bet they cried themselves to
A
sleep.
camera would have had to get slapped. Like, oh no.
Especially if it's a
I'm done.
2-part episode. God damn.
I'm
the
done.
2-parters is nuts.
Not
The
to-
repeat offenders is nuts too. With like, it's the same person catfishing 40 people, and she on like 7 episodes.
Shit, and every time, I don't care. I was bored. I don't care. Playing with people's lives.
Using the
Where
same
do they
phone
get
number.
these pictures? It's crazy. Like, where are you getting these pictures?
It's that
Read them terms and conditions.
Just taking anybody's picture.
You don't own your pictures.
That's wild.
That's
This is why I don't post.
Right.
That's wild.
I'm telling you. I don't know. I only asked about the dating just because, like, seeing it these days, at least with the social media realm shows, it look ghetto.
The bloom pop shit.
Yes, that. I don't know how I got caught up
That's
in that.
wild.
But like the popping the balloons to like try to find somebody. The guys, I'll give it to the guys. The guys are a lot more humble, and they're like, "You're just not my cup of tea."
Men have to be humble.
But they're so sweet about it.
They
like I
are.
loved your outfit. It's just not my style. Our styles will clash.
Bitches be like, "You're a
Cool.
doctor."
But the girls pop before the guys even walk out, and then when they do, it's his shoes and the socks.
the one that got me was I didn't like your glasses. He was like, "But I need to see. Like, what do you mean? You want me to just walk around blind?"
Yeah,
But
she
she literally
does.
just popped it, and I was like, "Cause he had glasses? That's your explanation? That's crazy."
This girl, I saw her last night. She was dressed up like full, like elegant wear, cool. And then she popped her balloon for almost every single guy. And then was like, it's giving ghetto. Like, but he was dressed up. He looked good. Like, it was fun. She just looked for something to find in every single guy. And I was like, but here you are on this show looking for views
That's what I was about to say.
every time.
We gotta
Like,
stop calling these things shows. These motherfuckers be in photo studios
They do.
yes, yeah, you're right.
with like a ceiling that's not high. Like, that's why the
You can
background's
see the
white. They be in photo studios. Because I know I have a homegirl who actually went to one. They had these mad shits of these are like in Atlanta, right? So like she went to go do one. She has her own episode. They in photo studios, bro. Like they walk through a regular door.
It's like, ooh.
They have to stand and wait for hours. Like, it's okay. And I also need to let people know, like, this is not new. We had a TV show on MTV called Next. It's the same shit.
Next was so good.
So they would get a bunch of dudes or women on separate buses, and there would be a person who was choosing these people. They would walk off the bus, and if they liked the way they look or didn't like the way they look, next. And you have to go back on the bus. Same shit. It's the
I
same
would
shit.
prefer that.
You prefer to sit on a bus for hours after getting told next.
Hopefully it's AC.
They would just chill. 5 girls, 1 guy. He talking to him, whatever. They say something he don't like. Next.
Next. They
They
walk
get
off the
off
bus.
the bus.
Next.
But I prefer that more over balloon pop. Like,
I'm telling you, that balloon pop. Like, if I was in the dating room and this is where my life is ended up, right? And then I go on that show and I walk out to 10
Stop calling it a
guys.
show. It's a photo studio.
Walk out
Photo the studio.
Photo studio. Walk out, see 10 guys, and it just pop, pop, pop. You don't even know.
And nothing's happened good after these. There's no success stories.
Oh, every time. Like, when you're listening to people, they're like, oh, they just gonna smash. Like, that's all they're gonna do.
They're not gonna smash because this is not a show. It's a photo studio with a low ceiling.
they're just gonna be like, high five, bow. I won't see you ever again.
It's just content. It's like literally content. So these women have to say the most outrageous shit ever so that shit gets picked up somewhere or gets clipped. No one's watched the full show because it's not a show. Again, it's a photo studio with a low ceiling.
Oh, I watched a couple full ones. I got sucked into it. I'm
I don't
telling
think
you.
I've ever watched one for real. I watched the
You're the
TikTok clips
outlier.
and call it a day.
Chris said he did too. Look, it's two of
I
us.
said I haven't.
Oh, you have it. Oh, I am. I told you I got sucked into. I was bored. I should have been reading. That's what
outlier.
I'm in the
happened.
house and I'm in the house bored.
I should have been reading. I should have put my time to better
book.
use. Dang it.
Even people, I think people even on the internet are like to reject somebody, like they in the DMs, they doing the balloon emoji and the pin.
Absolutely.
It said pass. Wow.
Just off the back, you DM, hey, how you doing?
I would be terrified.
It's just like childish to me. Like a balloon. Like that's how
That's how
you want to say no.
I'm a thumbtack.
They got toothpicks on that. Like it's not even anything sharp.
And then everybody grab your weapon.
Get the sword. Ching. I
Here, fruit ninja
cannot.
Yeah,
See, it goes back to humanity. Like this is where we're
we're
going.
doomed.
This is where we are.
Put me in space.
No.
No, you're not going to space.
I would go to space.
I just feel like my head would hurt. Like the pressure.
Spacesuits. You got to train to go to space. You can't just go like a
You gotta
cruise.
train the body.
Don't want to come back because then you're going to be having the rehabilitation.
Oh, imagine like if you lived in space for a few years, right? And then
A few
you come
years if
back.
it's an apartment.
You come back. First of all, gravity.
Ain't a thing.
You gonna be
It's
like,
You'll fall straight
you
to the
are one with
ground.
gravity.
you just I gotta lay here for a second. Like, real food. I think I would be so like scared because I've been used to like space food per se,
be
like everything
skinny.
freeze dried and things like that. But like, I don't think I could. If
a
I'm
burger?
up, if it's up, then it's stuck. Like literally, I couldn't come back down.
No, I'll stay. Hey, we're gonna have you come back. No, I'm cool. I just want to stay up. I'm cool. I'm good.
You're honestly going to low. Y'all can send me another one. Just
Yeah, I'm
bring,
cool.
send it up.
I'm cool.
I'll be fine.
Just keep bringing the food. Bring me some more oxygen. We'll be all right.
I'd go to space over a cruise for sure.
I don't know. We just saw a video of like how they live and like bathroom and like everything. The bathroom situation on space is insane.
Yeah.
They have like separate toilets for separate businesses, right? It's not even one's the toilet for number 2, right? The other is a tube for number 1, right? It's like a specific tube that you got to just like aim. Both of them for aiming.
But it's space. It's going to float. How you
It has a little suction. But like still.
Brushing your teeth in space, you just saw water droplets start floating. But like, she definitely, that's what she did too. So they're stuck in space right now, actually. My sister was just telling me this. There are people stuck in space. They are projected to bring them back
25?
in February.
Yeah.
Hey, it's lit. I'm up.
But they're stuck up there right now because they can't bring them back down. They don't have a space. That's my thing. If I wanted to, like if I work
Miss
for
Hill.
NASA,
Speaking to this goddamn
I am. It's
microphone.
low. If I'm in NASA, right?
Make it closer. Eat the mic.
Just hold it.
Corn dog.
If I'm in NASA, if I work for NASA, and I go up there, I feel like there should be a backup plan for me to come back. Why am I stuck in space?
Same reason those hooks was stuck in the water in that vessel.
There's exit strategies. Like, that's what
There
I'm
really
saying.
are, though. There's a lot of like precautions
Why do you think that?
for the worst case scenario.
Why do you think that?
Well, it helps me keep going back. Okay.
Okay. All right. You need to read them terms and conditions. If y'all get lost, y'all lost forever.
Well, then it was my time to go. At that
point-
point, I've done everything that the Lord has wanted me to do.
Except for read the terms and conditions. Goddamn.
That's not happening. I'm sorry. I can't. Like I say, I might start. It's not likely. If it's not an apartment lease, I'm not doing
I'll
it.
think about it. Oh, I should probably read this. And then
I'll hold on to it. I'll need it later.
We've been fine thus far. I feel like we are okay now. Now I'll read them now just because y'all anything y'all bring to my attention. Like, okay, cool, you right. But like, I'm still here.
The 30 minutes to scroll through all of them.
And I read slow. That's the problem. I read now, right? Like it
Treat it
just
like
started.
a book, yo.
It just started this year, right? I read now. But one, it's stuff that I'm interested in. Two, it's audio. But if we could just put it in and it reads it to me, I'll understand it better.
Because they can't trap you that way. They'll never let you
They
read.
want you
If
to
you
read.
sign this, your contract is us for life. Imagine reading that on an ebook.
I'm not an avid reader though, like that. Like I do audio. Like I have to read along. I have to hear it and I have to see it. So you want me to just see it and try to read it to myself? I'm gonna have a problem. I'm not gonna focus.
Yeah, they'll be trying to get you to read the lease in the office while you're there when you're signing. You just like, you
I
want me
read
to
the
sit here
big
and
bullet
read
points.
this?
I feel like that's pressure too.
For
They're like,
real.
watch you. Are you gonna sign it? Are you gonna sign it?
Just skip that page. Just initial there, initial there, initial there too.
That's the thing too. Like if we really are about it,
This
like
is just telling you how we can fuck you forever.
that's
But I'm not going to say
They'll
that
be
aloud.
like, this is just so we'll give you the keys. This is just so you'll have oxygen to breathe while you're in there. Like they're not gonna tell you everything that it says. Like in anything. I don't read it from the hand. Never mind. Let me not say that. I'm not say that. Just in case. Never mind. Keep going.
I think this episode should be called Terms and Conditions.
Do you have any for people that watch the pod or that are
Do I
on
have
here?
any what?
Terms and conditions.
What?
Do you need some?
Probably.
Do you need
If I
some?
say something about you, just know I'm not going to say your name. But yeah, we've done an hour, guys. We're an hour past at this point.
That's wild. I
is
saw it go
wild.
from 45 to an hour. That's crazy. Who would have thought? Not me.
Say it in your Dora voice. We did it. Lo hicimos. We did it.
I think this is a good episode. The only stipulation is once this comes out, you guys have to post to your socials. I don't care what they are. I don't have to be tagged in anything. Just
I
post.
can't
You'll have all the links you want in the world. If you have a TikTok, there's a podcast TikTok. That's kind of cool. We're on YouTube. We're on 15 different streaming sites. So you can listen if you don't want to watch. This will be up within 2 to 3 days, depending on how I feel.
Not the nerves after.
Yeah. I was like, I don't like watching anything I'm in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
And you don't like your voice either.
I hate listening to my voice. Like I'd be like, okay, everybody's talking, Zoe. Okay, okay, wait.
Because if I watch this, I'm just gonna be staring at myself the entire time.
And I'm
the
like, why
entire
you
hour.
sitting like that? Why you look like that?
Why
Fix
did you turn your head
face.
like that? Why did you blink like that?
Why did you blink like that is insane.
You blinked a little too slow. Are you okay? Like,
I probably did like a double blink one time. I'll catch it.
no, because it'd be in the comments like, wow, the girl in yellow, what is she doing? Why she keep looking like that?
I'll say this podcast fans are very, very cool. They don't. There's no like
Please don't be mean to
animosity
me.
or anything like that. I promise you, I don't think I've heard anything negative about the podcast in the time I'm doing it. I've been doing it since, unless it's the blinking microwave. I don't know if it's blinking right now. It's not blinking, but like sometimes it blinks and then like people are like, "Fucking microwave!
I definitely saw
Open the
that comment.
fucking microwave!"
I
Like, excuse me, guys, let me just go. Open the microwave.
I definitely saw that comment too.
So no one's ever
Funny.
negative. There's going to be a 1,000 clips probably. So yeah, if you guys don't have anything else, we just have some pictures to take. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episodes. What was I 17?
117.
117. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you.